Hey, this is the Bardley DM here. So after finishing this wall, definitely wanted to make some more improvements to this room. So going to be tackling a few projects in the coming weeks. A few enhancements to this room. We already got our before shot, but here's kind of like what we're working with. What kind of spurred this was I've been trying to figure out how to get a microphone system into this room, and with this game table I had tried putting up multiple blue mics into the room, and that was causing a lot of feedback issues and just echoes. So I got on eBay with the help of ChatGPT, just kind of researching, found this SHURE MXA910 conference mic system that has DSP built in. So the design that I'm going with is kind of built around that, so that it's an 8-lobe mic, so I can get all my players and myself picked up in the room, as well as some noise cancellation with the DSP built in. It's PoE powered, which I think is super cool. But yeah, let's dive into some of the improvements that are going to be made. So that mic, for optimal placement, I need to have it right where that chandelier is. And I tried like thinking about any other way to do it, like putting it to the left or right, and just would look either really weird, or it would just like be the chandelier would be in the way, causing the mic to not properly pick up. So this chandelier was just in the way. This chandelier, well, the old mounting point used to be up there. There used to be a ceiling fan, and I had the electrician install it down here. I really like the chandelier. It gives a really cool effect. 8 bulbs. I got some Philips hues in there. It gives a really cool effect when I have the lighting going. And I really didn't want to get rid of it, so I'm having the electricians moving it up back higher to the old mounting point. And then I'm putting in a track rail just so that I have options. After installing track lighting into my office, my home studio, I really kind of like it. I like to change things out a lot, and like having options, and especially after researching track lighting, I found out all kinds of adapters and things that you can have. I'm using the H-track system, and what I'm going to be using is I'm using a pendant adapter so that I can hang lanterns like this one here. And so with the H-track system and the pendant adapter, I can hang this anywhere I want along this track, and that track's going to be running dead center on that ceiling point there. And I just put it into attach it here into this pendant. This one here, this pendant here says it can go up to 30 pounds. I don't trust that, but yeah, it can go up it says it can go up to 30 pounds. But I'm going to have a number of these lanterns that I got from Bed Bath & Beyond on clearance. I got 8 of them. But I put them at different heights and just kind of see how they sit and how they look. And then over the top of that, so this will kind of like, I'm doing like a modified drop ceiling in the center there. And that'll go over the central part of this track. So for a little bit of a visualization here, let me turn this light off. This will probably help. So the H track will run right about there, with the mic getting cut off there and there. And then the rest of the room, and I'll get to that in a second, is going to be having coffers or faux wood beams that are going to run around the perimeter here of these skylights to kind of accent these skylights. And I'll get into what that's going to look like, the design plan there. But yeah, it's really centralized around trying to get this microphone array up with the DSP, because then also my studio, I can access the DSP on this thing, and leverage it in here. as well as my studio, and just have one central location picking up all the players at once. Make it look good. I'm going to do like some painting with my miniature kit, and just make it like a gold, I think, or a brushed, similar to this, like a brushed bronze kind of. I don't know what this is called. I think they call this brushed bronze, but this seems like, I don't know, a different color, but like this darker color. And then hang a bunch of these lights here. And then again, this chandelier going up high. I really like the chandelier and the effect it gives, especially like in its purples and reds. Yeah. And then for the rest of the room, so where I was kind of highlighting is I looked up, like, it's not going to be like this. I got like actual wood. This is what came from Bed Bath & Beyond. But this, they'd have like these carved wood pieces. I got some 1x6 fir cabinetry wood. And I'm going to be making something similar to this, a little bit nicer. Going to stain it. I'm going to do a 45-degree edge rather than this, what they did on the Bed Bath & Beyond. But this is just for a visual. Basically, you run a 2x4 up on the wall, and then you come in from you build your little 3-point box, your 3-sided box, and then you staple from the sides. And I'm doing this for kind of a twofold reason. So this will both act as like embellishments on my ceiling, and that it'll also come down like halfway down the wall, kind of level to where the top of the stone would be. So continue that kind of around. Let's get my little laser light out here. So it'll come down. There'll be a top piece here that kind of wraps around the wall here, up here. And what this is going to do is it both embellishes the room, and it's also going to be where I can run cable. So it'll be my cable run, so I can add more Ethernet, more power as needed, wherever I want in the room, have power drops very easily, and cover up my outlets. On the side of these, I bought some little speakeasy doors that are cast iron, that I'll be mounting at strategic points on the ceiling so I can access the inside of the faux beam, but not kind of destroying the look of the beam completely. But then I can reach inside, pull cable as needed to wherever I want into this room, and additionally add like LEDs or add Ethernet or add power where I need it in the room as I continue to grow this as my budget allows. After that, this room will be getting a enhancement where this stone will be continuing around the rest of the room to the same height as this wall. And then around the trim here of these like doors and windows, that's going to be wood, the same raised wood in this pattern, but shallower. It doesn't need to be as deep on the walls, but it will be kind of in line with what the ceiling will be having going on. That's kind of the plan. Lastly, my friend got me this really cool Mind Flayer thing, so got to find a very nice place to put that and give it kind of a permanent home, make it look good. And yeah, so stay tuned.